line. It's time to get loud and say it with me. This is Monster Jam. We're going to open things up with the JCB Racing competition where all the trucks have been seeded into the bracket based on a random draw. We're going to follow the competition from round one through the semifinals and eventually on to the JCB Racing finals where the fastest two will compete to be crowned your racing winner. So, who's ready for JCB Racing? Coming up first, Joe Foley, El Toro Loco. And his opponent, Caleb Blood, Soldier Fortune. Your winner, El Toro Loco. Once again, the winner of that first matchup was El Toro Loco. Joe Foley and his team able to diagnose what was going on with that steering ram, and now he takes the victory in the first race of the afternoon. You can see one of our USHRA tech officials resetting the turn pole. Joe Foley and El Toro Loco able to cross the finish line first, but either way, it would have been a disqualification for Soldier Fortune for dislodging that turn pole. We move on here in round number one. Up next, Colt Stevens, Thunder Roris. And his opponent, Corey Rummel, Megalodon. Your winner is Megalodon. Final matchup of round number one. Up first, it's Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. And his opponent, Barry Moosehour Zombie. Look at Adam Anderson go, your winner, Gravedigger. In the blink of an eye, round number 1 of JCB Racing has come to a close. Before we move on to the semifinals, let's take another look back on how we got here. It was El Toro Loco with the victory over Soldier Fortune. Megalodon able to take down Thunder Roris, and then a very impressive racing pass from Gravedigger as Adam Anderson takes down a tough customer in Barry Moosehour and sends Zombie home early because we have a field of 7 trucks here this afternoon. Monster Mutt was given an automatic and random bye into the semifinals, so the final 4 is set here in Des Moines.
A very exciting round 1 of the JCB Racing competition. Coming up next is the semifinal round where the fastest 4 have now advanced. Keep in mind that after this, only the fastest 2 will make it to the finals, and then 1 person will take home not only the JCB Racing competition win, but also the first 8 points of this afternoon's event. So, Des Moines, Iowa, make some noise if you want to see some more JCB Racing.
Kicking off the semifinals, we've got a pair of teammates, each representing Team Scream. It's Corey Rummel and Megalodon taking on Joe Foley, El Toro Loco. Once again, your winner is El Toro Loco. Megalodon looked like he had the race won, but was aware of the boundaries. He had to put on the brakes, and to the victor go the spoils for the second time in a row. El Toro Loco headed to the JCB Racing Finals. And we're going to get our first look this afternoon at Chris Kohler, Monster Mutt. His opponent advancing from round number 1, a live looking at Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone here in Des Moines, everybody watching on YouTube Live, too close to call with the naked eye. We are going to look at the super glue glued to the action replay. And the Monster Jam officials have spoken. Your winner, Gravedigger. Ladies and gentlemen, we have made it to the JCB Racing Finals, where the fastest two competitors will go head-to-head for the first 8 points towards the overall event championship. And this is a great matchup because it features the two racing winners from earlier this weekend. Are you ready to meet your final contenders? Coming up first, from Leicester, Massachusetts, Joe Foley, El Toro Loco. And from Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. Des Moines, let's go racing! Good effort from El Toro Loco, but that is too much. Adam Anderson, your winner, Gravedigger. Adam Anderson able to go through the bracket, able to take the JCB Racing win for the second time this weekend and bookend his trip here in Des Moines. Ladies and gentlemen, there is your winner, Gravedigger.
That's right, Monster Jam fans. Adam Anderson coming out here and really taking home this win. You've really been throwing it down and crushing these Monster Jam superstars. Adam, I know you've got to be excited for once again to come here in Des Moines, Iowa and show these fans just what you're made of in Gravedigger.
You know what, absolutely. It doesn't matter what the size of the venue. It's all or nothing from Team Gravedigger and myself. You know, I've been driving for 19 years now. It was kind of humbling, honestly. You know, there's a guy in here somewhere. He came as a kid, got an autograph from me in 2006. It wasn't the first year of my career, but pretty dang close, man. And, you know, got to get him another one today. And so I can come out here and show everybody there's a reason that I'm still out here. And not only myself, the team, but all the other drivers, man. And it's been a blast so far. But there's one thing that's for sure is I always want to come out on top, man. Forget these guys.
Now, speaking about coming out on top, we have another competition where it's going to get really tricky and really technical out here on the pod, and it's the Great Clips Two-Wheel Skills Challenge. What can these first-timer fans that are here today expect to see in just a moment?
You know what, the Great Clip Skills is, man, it's tough. And especially now for myself, I'm glad to come out here and get to talk to you guys right now because now all these other competitors, I got that bullseye on my back. They don't want me winning anything else, so they're going to push it to the limits. I'm going to push it to the limits too, and sometimes you go beyond. That's why some of these Monster Jam trucks look the way they look today because all of us competitors have been at each other's throats, and you know what, it's no different today, so you guys, you just get ready.
That's right, Monster Jam fans. Give it up one more time for Adam Anderson, your JCB Racing Competition winner, and Gravedigger.
With one competition down and 3 more still to come, let's take an early look up at the BKT overall event standings. And of course, you're going to find Adam Anderson and Gravedigger right there on the top. Off the strength of that racing win, he's got 8 points. He is followed by Joe Foley and El Toro Loco with 7. Then we've got a tie between Megalodon and Monster Mutt with 4 points apiece for making it to the semifinals. And we have another tie, Soldier Fortune, Thunder Roarus, and Zombie, all deadlocked with 2 points apiece for failing to make it out of round number 1. So they've got a little bit more work to do, but there's plenty of competitions left, plenty of points up for grabs. Anybody can walk away with that overall event championship. We've heard about a little bit of it already from Adam Anderson and Eunice Cruz out there on the pod. But coming up next, we've got the Great Clips Two-Wheel Skills Challenge. And this is where you're going to see some of the most technical moves in our sport put on full display. Our drivers are going to push these trucks to the absolute limit, where you're looking for balance, control, momentum. You're looking to see what kind of combinations they can put together. Now, keep in mind, they have 2 attempts to wow you with their best tricks on just 2 wheels. While we have the chance, let's take another look up at the video board and check out some of these moves in real time.
Vertical position, total time on 2 wheels, degree of difficulty, and completion of all the tests. This Skills 101 has been brought to you by Monster Jam Showdown, the video game, coming 2024.
Just like that, we are ready to rock with the Great Clips Two-Wheel Skills Challenge. Now, from here on out, this competition and the next 2 afterward, it is all in your hands at judgeszone.com. For more on how that's going to work, let's kick it back over to Eunice Cruz. Eunice?
That's right. Thanks, John. This is where you play that pivotal role during this afternoon's event. Go ahead right now, take out those cell phones, go to judgeszone.com, put in the code DES. From there, slide that tire up or down, select your score, and don't forget, each one of these drivers is counting on you. So make sure you get that score in accurately and fairly. We're ready to get this event started. So make some noise, Des Moines, if you want to see the Great Clips Two-Wheel Skills Challenge.
Coming up first, we're going to get a look at Kayla Blood and Soldier Fortune. Speaking of getting a look, that is a live look in from inside her Monster Jam truck as she comes all the way back from the crash area. She's now out on the track. Ladies and gentlemen, our first competitor, Soldier Fortune.
Make some noise for Kayla Blood, Soldier Fortune. Now is the time for you to go ahead to judgeszone.com on those cell phones. Keep in mind, this is where you play that pivotal role. So scan that QR code while it's up on the video board, because once again, each of these superstars is counting on you to score for them. You and only you can determine what they walk away with this afternoon in Des Moines, Iowa.
Kayla Blood starting things off right here in the Great Clips Two-Wheel Skills Challenge. And a shout out to all the folks who are watching live on YouTube. We appreciate you tuning in, but keep in mind that scoring at judgeszone.com is only open to all the folks who are joining us live and in person here in Des Moines, Iowa. And we're about to find out what you thought for the first time here this afternoon, this time for Kayla Blood and Soldier Fortune as she nods in acknowledgement inside of that Monster Jam truck. It was a good run. Let's see her score. 6.504. There's your score to beat. Coming up next, it's Colt Stevens, Thunder Roaris.
Put your hands together for Colt Stevens, Thunder Roaris. And make sure you go ahead and score right now at judgeszone.com. While we appreciate all the love while you're cheering, we would love for all of you to also get that score in. Keep in mind that that clock starts counting down from 20 seconds to 0 from the moment they start their run. You still have a little bit of time left, so make sure you get that score in.
Colt Stevens putting on a clinic. First the front tires, then the rear tires, really showing you what he is capable of doing with regards to balancing a 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck. The question is now, will it be enough to give him the top spot? Let's find out your scores from judgeszone.com. Yes, indeed, 7.175. We have a new leader, Colt Stevens, now in your top spot. We're going to keep the action going this time with Bari Musauer, Zombie.
See those zombie arms up high for Bari Musauer in Zombie. What a wild ride. So many combination moves, and that qualifies for a score right now at judgeszone.com. The clock is starting to tick, so keep in mind that you don't have much time left, so get that score in while you still have a little bit of left.
Like a true zombie, the face just flying off of that Monster Jam truck. And Unissa said it best, a wild ride indeed. Bari Musauer, known for being controlled, known for being technical, but he can also bring the spectacular. The question is now, do we have a new leader? 7.175 is your score to beat. The score for Zombie is We do indeed have another new leader. This time it is Bari Musauer, 8.924. Looking to make it 2 wins in a row, Adam Anderson, Gravedigger.
Make some noise for Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. Go ahead right now over to judgeszone.com. I know you already know the drill, but make sure you remember that once you go ahead and select that score, after sliding that BKT tire up or down, you do not forget to hit that submit button so that that score can qualify towards Adam Anderson.
Adam Anderson goes from the front tires to the rear tires and then takes a little bit of the center pod with him. Stuck in the back of Gravedigger, a wild ride for the second consecutive run. And there you see right there as he digs out a little chunk of the pod and then saves it on the back end. Will it be enough for that top spot? We are about to find out. A great look there at Gravedigger. And it is not enough. Second place, 8.878. That is just short of the score to beat, which means it will continue to belong to Zombie. Coming up next is Joe Foley, El Toro Loco.
Give it up for Joe Foley, El Toro Loco. And go ahead right now to score at judgeszone.com. A little unfortunate luck for Joe Foley with that truck as we saw earlier during trackside. However, he does still qualify for the score at judgeszone.com.
Joe Foley with a good run all told, but I think if you ask him with a little bit of truth serum, that's not exactly what he wanted out of that run from start to finish. Unissa mentioned having some issues with that steering ram. It seems to be working good enough, but maybe not quite good enough where he needs to do everything that he can here in something as technical as the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. Either way, let's see what you came up with. And there it is reflected in the score, only a 3.248. Coming up next, Monster Jam Rookie of the Year, Chris Kohler, Monster Mud.
Give it up for Chris Kohler in Monster Mutt. Go right now to judgeszone.com. The QR code is right on the video board conveniently for you so you can get that score in as fast as you possibly can. Keep in mind that the clock starts ticking as soon as the run stops for each one of these superstars.
Not the run that we are used to seeing right there for the Monster Jam Rookie of the Year. Chris Kohler, usually about as automatic as they come, getting on those front two BKT tires. He goes for the stoppie, can't get it to stick. He goes for the popper, and it is more of the same. Little bit of bad luck there out on the track. Let's see your score, and there it is, 2.722 for Monster Mud. Only one competitor remains here in the Great Clips Two-Wheel Skills Challenge. And thus far, the fans here in Des Moines have spoken. You've rated Zombie and Barry Musauer better than everybody else, even with that close call over Adam Anderson and Gravedigger. Still no driver breaking that 9-point threshold. We'll see if our final competitor can do that, or if the win will go to Zombie. And here comes that final competitor. It's Corey Rummel, Megalodon. Look at the balance there from Megalodon before he finally sets it down with one attempt to go. Corey Rummel looking to win this competition for the second event in a row.
Give it up for Corey Rummel, Megalodon. Some of the longest verticality we've seen here at Monster Jam. Score right now at judgeszone.com. On the video board, make sure you get it in. The clock has started ticking down from 20 seconds.
Corey Rummel, like I mentioned, won this competition last night on a run very similar to the one we just witnessed, making it look easy, balancing a 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck on just the front two tires and freezing in suspended animation. But will it be enough to win here again today? Zombie with your score to beat, 8.924. The score for Megalodon is You're gonna need a bigger boat. Your winner, Corey Rummel, Megalodon.
Monster Jam fans, I heard you cheer, but I don't think it was quite loud enough. Give it up one more time for Corey Rummel, Megalodon. This is his second time taking home the Great Clips Two-Wheel Skills Challenge this weekend. He is so excited, as you can see, and a little winded, but that's okay, Corey. You'll have a moment to take a break. Now, Corey, you came out here, you held your truck on those front 2 BKT tires the longest. That's a 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck. How do you do it?
It's a little bit harder because mine's about 14,000 pounds, so it makes it a little bit more challenging. But I kind of want to walk it out and go give old Zombie a little love tap, but couldn't make it happen. But how you guys liking it so far? You having fun?
That's right. Now, Corey, coming up after halftime, we have our Sky Wheelie competition, and that's all about verticality and big air. I've seen you really hit a lot of big air before, but also, what does it take inside of the truck as far as technical skill goes to get that truck as vertical as possible?
Oh, it takes a little bit of effort, but you know what? These dirt crew are making an amazing pod for us, but you got to jam the front end, nail the gas, and hope that Monster Jam truck can fly through the air.
And that's exactly what you're going to see. One more time, Des Moines, Iowa. Give it up for Corey Rummel, Megalodon.
What a wild first half of Monster Jam we've been privileged to witness here in Des Moines so far. Congratulations to both of our winners, Megalodon, and from a little bit earlier, Gravedigger. Right now, this is halftime. It's the perfect time to get out of your seats, stretch your legs, walk around the concourse, and maybe even check out an official Monster Jam merchandise stand. Or if you're comfortable where you are, or you're one of the many watching at home on YouTube Live, you can take out your phone. You can go on over to monsterjam.com/sweepstakes, and you can enter while you still have a few more days to try to win your free trip for 4 to Monster Jam World Finals on May 18th of this year in Los Angeles, California. Either way, sit tight. We're coming right back with more Monster Jam.
All right, Des Moines, Iowa, I told you there'd be a special treat coming up in just a moment. As you can see, 4 of the absolute best in our USFMX team has come on up here, and they have hit the track. They're going to get warmed up, but keep in mind, they need energy from all of you out in the stands. So if you're having a great time this afternoon and you want to see some high-flying action, let me hear you get loud. That was pretty decent, Des Moines, Iowa, but I know that there are more of you out here that are excited. One more time, make some noise for our USFMX team. These guys are just settling in, getting warmed up, so stay tuned. Make sure you take your phones out so you can get all of this high-flying action on camera right now. Here they go. Check out the switchblade from Cameron Sepulveda. A new definition of flexibility. Make some noise for Zach DiPaolo. Really defining what big air and floating is like. That was Billy Wilson. And a backwards switchblade scissor kick. Once again, make some noise for Scott Murray. Des Moines, Iowa, are you entertained? Once again, Cameron Sepulveda coming out here and really showing off and showing out. Coming to show you what he really can do. Second up again. Zach DiPaolo doing what I like to call a Superman seat grab, where you kick your body out vertically behind you and you grab the seat of your bike. Also another seat grab from Billy Wilson, holding on to that handlebar but still maintaining horizontal. It's very rare to see a USFMX rider switch his body to the right. Typically it's to the left, so give it up for Scott Murray. Our first cliffhanger of the day, Cameron Sepulveda. Make some noise, Des Moines. Like I said, these guys really do redefine flexibility and verticality each time they come out here on the track. Keep in mind, Monster Jam fans, these guys are professional riders while you're taking pictures and recording memories. make sure you don't try any of these tricks at home. Once again, give it up for these riders. They're going to come around again to really show off and show out their last jump. Picture perfect from Cameron Sepulveda. Check it out, our first backflip of the afternoon. Once again, that was Scott Murray. Monster Jam fans, give it up for our US FMX team. Now, in just a moment, we have another special treat coming up. We have our best trick competition, and you also get to play a pivotal role. Keep in mind, just like in the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge, you have the opportunity to see each one of these riders do one of their best tricks and one only, and they have to wow you enough to score them high at judgeszone.com. If you forgot how to get there, make sure you take out your phones right now. Go to judgeszone.com, put in the code DES. Make sure you slide that BKT tire up or down to select the score the moment that these tires hit the ground after each one of these runs. So Monster Jam fans, if you're ready for the best trick competition, make some noise. All right, coming up first, Cameron Sepulveda. Show him some love and pump him up, Monster Jam fans. Cameron Sepulveda coming all the way here on his Yamaha 250 two-stroke, all the way from Key West, Florida. He's been riding for 11 months, just short of 1 year, which is really impressive considering some of the tricks that he is attempting today. Let's see if what he does is enough for you to score him high. Take it away, Cameron. Another suit grab. Like I said, these guys make it look easy. Go right now to judgeszone.com and get that score in. The clock has already started ticking. Keep in mind, like I said, Cameron started riding about 11 months ago, and he started because he started watching Nitro Circus and Travis Pastrana as a kid. He has favorite tricks, and just a fun fact, he also has a degree in finance from Florida Atlantic University. One more time for Cameron Sepulveda. It looks like the scores are locked at judgeszone.com. And the score for Cameron Sepulveda is 7.235, your new score to beat. One more time for Cameron Sepulveda. Holding down that second spot, up next, Zach DiPaolo. Make some noise. Sporting that Honda CRF 450. His hometown is Stafford, Virginia. He's been riding for 10 whole years, and basically what he told me got him started was that he just loved the sport as a child. He's very excited to be here once again, and he honestly comes out here and leaves it all on the track. Also a very nice guy, and he's all about being positive and hype and coming here to throw it down for you Des Moines fans. Another seat grab, and again, another definition of verticality. Scoring is now open at judgeszone.com, so make sure you get on over there. Another accolade I want to make sure I don't look over. Zach DiPaolo is a two-time American Ninja Warrior. He's an FMX World Tour, Monster Jam Tour champion as well, and Extreme European Tours are just some of the great accolades that he has. But let's see if what he just did for you in the arena was enough to put him in the top spot. Right now, your score to beat currently belongs to Cameron Sepulveda. And the score for Zach DiPaolo is 7.145. Just short, just a little short, but still a really great score. Once again, one more time for Zach DiPaolo. Holding down that third spot, let me hear you get loud for Billy Wilson. Billy Wilson has been here multiple times. He's also on that Kawasaki 450, coming all the way from Phoenix, Arizona. He's been riding for 3 years, and what got him started was that he has a BMX background, and he switched over to FMX. Let's see what he does for you today. A a backflip, and he nails it. Monster Jam fans, it is not easy to do a trick like that. Go ahead right now to judgeszone.com to get that score in. And keep in mind, when you slide that BKT tire up or down, don't forget to hit that submit button before scores are locked. One more time for Billy Wilson coming out here, leaving it all on the track. Like I said, I know these 12,000-pound Monster Jam trucks are really exciting to see, but so are these USF MX riders. They come out here, they lay it all down, they fly high for you, and they give you some picture-perfect moves. One more time again, your score to beat currently belongs to Cameron Sepulveda. He is your score to beat, and the score for Billy Wilson is 9.290. Make some noise for our new leader. Last but certainly not least, Des Moines, Iowa coming back to possibly take home another win. Your best trick competition winner from yesterday. Make some noise for Scott Murray. Also sporting that Yamaha 450, he came all the way from Helps, Michigan. He's been riding for 22 years professionally, and he got started because he loves seeing all the cool tricks. One award he's won in the past was in 2008, the Navy Moto and Best Trick Champion. Monster Jam fans, I have no idea what he's going to do, but so far here in Des Moines, Iowa, he has been undefeated in the Best Trick competition. Let's see what he does for you this afternoon. He's faking us out a little bit, just making sure he's ready to hit the track. And I think he might be ready this time. Pump him up, Monster Jam fans. Check it out, a backflip combination. I think he might have even fully been horizontal. Monster Jam fans, scoring is open, and this is your final opportunity to get that score in for our best trick competition for Scott Murray. Keep in mind, right now, he has been undefeated here in Des Moines, Iowa. We have a current leader and the score to beat with Billy Wilson. And the score for Scott Murray is 9.755, our new leader and your best trick competition winner. Now, Monster Jam fans, I just have one question for you. Do you want to see a little bit more high-flying action? All right, I think these guys still have a little bit more gas left in the tank. Let me hear those engines rev. They're about to hit the track for you one more time. They're going to come around a few times with what we like to call our terrains. They're going to jump from one side of the arena all the way to the other side, back to back to back. But Monster Jam fans, keep in mind, the louder you get, the bigger they go. So as soon as you see them hit the ramp, show them some love. They're getting lined up, and here they go. That first train was what we like to call our whip train. And as you saw, once they lifted off of the ground, they made it look effortless. They took their bikes and they swung them, or essentially whipped them to the side as hard as they possibly could. They're coming around a second time for what we like to call their trick train. I don't know what they're going to do, and I know you don't know what they're going to do, but make sure you have those camera phones ready because it will be picture perfect. Absolutely incredible. I don't know if I can ever do that no matter how many times I've tried. Monster Jam fans, these guys have given me word that they're going to come around one last time for the grand finale. If you want to see the third and final train from our USFMX team, show these guys some love. Pump them up, Des Moines. We saw the captain and backflips galore. Absolutely incredible. Des Moines, Iowa, put your hands together one more time for Cameron Sepulveda, Zach DiPaolo, Billy Wilson, and Scott Murray, members of our USFMX team. And I'm joined up on the pod right now with our best trick competition winner. You came out here and you have been undefeated not once, not twice, but for the third time in Des Moines, Iowa. Scott, I'm exceptionally proud of you. I know you've got to be honored as well.
Oh, I'm so pumped to come back to Des Moines. You know, long story short, it's been a long time coming to come back to this building. I had a pretty bad crash here in 2004, believe it or not. And, you know, it didn't go that well. That was actually supposed to be one of my first backflip shows ever, over 20 years ago. It's crazy. But, you know, just to be able to come back here and come out with the sweep and be able to ride to, I feel real comfortable with my riding this weekend. Obviously, we have some stiff competition with these guys. Billy has been, you know, he's new to the flip world, and he's bringing it. You know, I'm really proud of him. He's riding really well. You know, it just, I couldn't be happier. Be able to come back here in Des Moines and put down 3 in a row, it feels really good.
And it's really good to know that a lot of times, no matter what happens in life, things may hold us down, but for a little while, but not for forever. And that's exactly what you just showed us out here on the track. Give me some. That was awesome. I can't believe it. Undefeated this weekend once again, Des Moines, Iowa. Make some noise for your best trick competition winner one more time, Scott Murray.
We're going to start things off with a representative of Team Scream, the reigning Monster Jam Rookie of the Year. It is Chris Kohler, Monster Mutt.
Give it up for Chris Kohler in Monster Mutt. And make sure you go ahead right now to judgeszone.com to get that score in. That 20-second clock started the moment that all 4 of those BKT tires touched the track. But you do still have a little bit of time left on the clock.
Last night in this competition, we saw every competitor go to that single log. It is a very good launching point if you can hit it perfectly. Chris Kohler did a good job. Didn't get the most air that we've seen so far this weekend, but either way, he will set the bar. Now, how high he sets the bar is all up to you and your scores at judgeszone.com as his work is done here in the Skywheelie competition. Remember, there's no do-overs, no mulligans, no second chances here in Monster Jam Skywheelies. And there you see your score to beat is set at a 4.218. Here comes Colt Stevens, Thunder Roaris.
Make some noise for Colt Stevens, Thunder Roaris. And go ahead to judgeszone.com right now to get that score in. You have a little less than 20 seconds still on the clock. Once again, all these Monster Jam superstars are counting on you to score at judgeszone.com. So make sure you go ahead on over right now.
Colt Stevens is fearless behind the wheel, but that may have cost him a little bit. You can see the recovery team in the loader making its way out of the tunnel. That landing on the super glue glued to the action replay was hard on that left rear BKT tire. He just kind of bounced off of it. Maybe a busted planetary, maybe even an axle damage along the way. Hard to tell from up here, but he's definitely being hooked. But will it turn into a top score at least so he can take a little bit away from the run? Let's find out. It will indeed, more than enough, 7.798. But now the question becomes, what kind of damage has gone on with that Monster Jam truck? And will his crew have enough time to get Thunder Roaris back for Monster Jam Freestyle?
All right, Monster Jam fans, while we're recovering, take a look at the video board. We have something special coming up called Name That Truck. You're going to see a puzzle board, and puzzle pieces are going to start to fall. And I want everyone inside of Wells Fargo Arena to try to guess the answer to the truck. As you can see, the puzzle board is already starting to form. And some of you diehard fans might know what the answer is. If you already think you know the answer, go ahead and start shouting it out for me. I think I may have heard it, but I'm not quite sure. Go ahead and shout out that answer one more time if you know what the truck is. You know, I think you might be right. It looks to me like all of you are correct. The answer is Grave Digger. Great job, Wells Fargo Arena, for participating with me. I'm glad you were able to go ahead and get that name of that truck right. Sit tight, because in just a moment, as soon as we get Thunder Roarus off of the pod, I will give you all the latest breaking news about what's happening with him and whether he'll be able to come back for Monster Jam Freestyle.
Live looking right there at Colt Stevens. Hard to tell what's going on in his mind right now with the helmet covering up most of his face. But again, he's got to feel good that he's got the top spot. But his status for Monster Jam Freestyle certainly in jeopardy after that breakage late here in the second half. And speaking of breaking, we've got some breaking news coming from Atlanta Motor Speedway. Our counterparts over at Stadium Championship Series East, I'm told that the win in JCB Racing goes to Todd LeDuc and Megalodon. Let's take a look. Unbelievable finish right there. I mean, that is an absolute photo finish. Congratulations to Todd LeDuc and Megalodon, of course, the former racing world champion, getting a big-time victory over Tyler Menninga in Gravedigger. And you can see just how tricky that track is over at Atlanta Motor Speedway. It is unlike anything you'll ever see at Monster Jam. It is a straight-line race where the competitors head towards the finish line right in the middle, and they've got to hit those rhythm sections just perfect. It's almost like watching a Supercross event. So once again, congratulations to Todd LeDuc and Megalodon. We've got plenty more action, not only here in Des Moines, but coming your way from Atlanta Motor Speedway. Back to the action here in Monster Jam Skywheelers, and here comes Joe Foley, El Toro Loco.
Give it up for Joe Foley, El Toro Loco, and make sure you go ahead to judgeszone.com to get that score in. Unfortunate that he couldn't land on all 4 BKT tires, but still does qualify for that score at judgeszone.com while you still have some time left.
One of the things we put up at the beginning of this competition on the big screen for all of you to see was creativity, and that was definitely on display right there from Joe Foley, going for that walking wheelie, but he slips off the side of the pod, which sometimes happens. Remember, a lot of these competitors, all of them really, used to going head to head in a stadium setting where they have a little bit more room. Here, you got to be so precise, you got to be so quick, and El Toro Loco winds up on his side. Will it be enough, though, to give him the top spot? Right now, your score to beat, 7.798. The score for El Toro Loco is... It is a good score, but it is not enough. 7.102. He will land in second place for now.
Breaking news from back in the pits. We are trying to figure out what's happening with Thunder Roars. Just a moment ago, we saw him up on the pod, and he was being taken out by our loader in the drive line. They're thinking that maybe something's a little bit off because the front two tires are spinning, as you can see, but the back two are not. Right now, his crew chief, Shelby Fisher, is going to the back right now to go ahead and see if it is the drive line, and if it's not, I'm going to head back there and talk with her for a second to give you another update of whether he can come back for Monster Jam Freestyle. Stay tuned.
Let's check in while we have the opportunity with our Sky Wheelie competition leaderboard. And so far, Thunder Roris, who is in the back getting worked on like Unissa mentioned, is still in your top spot, 7.798. A little bit of a close call there from El Toro Loco and Joe Foley, who will find himself in second place. And it really makes you wonder if Joe Foley is able to land that trick 100% successfully. Maybe we have a new leader, but that's not what happened. So that's not what happened. El Toro Loco is in second place, and that's going to push Monster Mutt down into third. Ladies and gentlemen, I should mention here for everybody at the Wells Fargo Arena, if you're seated in the lower bowl and you've got the red plastic in front of you, or in either end zone and you've got gray plastic in front of you, that area is called the safety hold, and it is there for that reason. So please don't put any belongings of yours, any of your body parts, on that red plastic or on that gray plastic. If you do, we will have to stop the event. We will not be able to continue until you are out of the safety holds. Once again, that is for your safety. You know what? It's always fun to get all the fans in the house involved. So you've already proven to be smart. You've already proven to know a little bit about what Gravedigger looks like. Let's see if we can figure out some more. Throw it up to the video board.
Hey, Monster Jam fans, Adam Anderson here. It's time to play some Gravedigger trivia. What year did Gravedigger debut? Is it A, 1965, B, 1982, C, 1987, or is it D, 2015? If you know the answer, let me hear you.
That is a tough question. Des Moines, if you think you know the answer, A, B, C, or D, let me hear you yell it out all at once. 1, 2, 3. Oh, they all sound the same. It's kind of hard to tell. Let's give it one more shot. A, B, C, or D. 1, 2, 3. I think I heard a lot of B's in there. I heard some C's for sure. Let's see which answer is right.
That's right. Gravedigger's been crushing the competition since 1982.
Congratulations to everybody who said B, 1982. Over 40 years of the black and green wrecking machine doing its thing that you fans know and love. A spectacular job out of everybody here in Des Moines, Iowa. We here at Monster Jam are in a bit of a giving mood this weekend, and thanks to our friends over at Texas Roadhouse, we can help you out with that. If you're in the mood for a hearty, hand-cut steak and tasty, made-from-scratch sides, then you can head on down to Texas Roadhouse for legendary food and legendary service. Download the Texas Roadhouse mobile app to join the wait list from anywhere, and be sure to scan the QR code here today for a free appetizer next time you visit Texas Roadhouse. That is courtesy of course, Texas Roadhouse and Monster Jam. And there it is up on the video board. We'll leave it up for about as long as we can. Take out those phones, scan that QR code, and you will get a free appetizer the next time that you visit Texas Roadhouse, courtesy of Monster Jam and Texas Roadhouse. Back to the action now, this time with Kayla Blood, Soldier Fortune.
Score right now at judgeszone.com. The QR code is up on the video board, so make sure you get it in for Kayla. She is looking to take home her first competition win of the weekend right here in Des Moines.
Kayla Blood, the only competitor here this weekend that cut her teeth and started her Monster Jam career as a part of the Triple Threat Series in arenas just like this one. So when she has to go back to competitions like this, she is very much at home. But was that enough? That leap, was it enough to give her the top spot? Right now, 7.798 is the score to beat. The score for Soldier Fortune is... yes, indeed, new leader, 8.464. Kayla Blood in your top spot. Coming up next, it's Corey Rummel, Megalodon.
Monster Jam fans, make some noise. Go ahead also and get that score in right now. You have a little bit of time left on the clock. All of our drivers are counting on you to make sure you score right now at judgeszone.com. It's very imperative for each one of these Monster Jam superstars. So go ahead and get that score in.
So far, exactly what I mentioned after the first truck has happened. All the drivers favoring that single log on the side of the pod as their jumping off point. So it's very easy for you to compare them at judgeszone.com. Let's see what you came up with this time for Megalodon. 7.280, not a bad score. Third place for the Big Shark. Two competitors left here in Sky Wheelies, but up first is Barry Moosauer, Zombie.
Jam fans, keep that applause going right now and make sure you get that score in at judgeszone.com. This is one of your final trucks that you're going to see during the Sky Wheelie competition, so make sure you go ahead and get that score in.
Barry Moosauer, so technical, such a student of the game. And you can see him waste no time hitting that single log, going for the big air. But now the moment of truth, you have to decide whether or not it was enough to give him the top spot. And I hope you did, because 20 seconds are gone and scores are locked. It's another good score, another close call, but not close enough. 7.725, third place for Zombie. And if anybody knows how to send it, this man knows how to send it. Adam Anderson, Gravedigger.
Together for Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. Coming out here and showing off on the track. He's trying to take home another competition win, really laying it down during the Sky Wheelie competition. This is your final opportunity to score during this competition at judgeszone.com. So make sure you get that score in.
Adam Anderson leaving nothing held back, as he always does. This time closing out the Sky Wheelie competition. He is looking for his second win of the afternoon. And now it is all in your hands to decide whether or not he will walk away with that victory. Your score to beat, 8.464 with Soldier Fortune. The score for Gravedigger is... new leader, winner, Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. As he makes his way out of the Monster Jam truck, as Unissa makes her way out onto the track, it is 2 wins in 3 tries for Adam Anderson. Des Moines, let's make some noise for your winner, Gravedigger.
Monster Jam fans, I told you, Adam Anderson did not come out here to play. Yet again, like John said, a second competition win. I'm very excited for you, Adam. What did it take? I was in the back, in the pits, so I didn't even get to see this run. But what did it take for you, and how were you feeling when you were soaring up above this pod?
You know what? Actually, last night, all of us as the other competitors were sitting in the locker room talking about it, and we kind of struggled with it a little bit yesterday. And when you come out here and you are trying to do this move, you're trying to recreate something, you honestly, the nerves get the best of you a lot of times, and I knew that's what Barry was doing. We all had awesome wheelies and freestyle last night, but the wheelie competition was So today, we took that force and we brought it with us, man, and so we're happy to take another win. I want to stay on top. I'm trying to get that overall event win, but we have one more competition that's left, man, and I can tell you right now, that's what I'm all about.
That's right. You just spoke about force, and you are a force to be reckoned with for that 4th and final competition, which is Monster Jam Freestyle. Now, a lot of these fans are new to the Monster Jam family, so what can they expect to see you all do on this track in the next competition?
You know what, guys? I don't care what you've seen so far. This is it right here. You better get on your feet. We're getting ready to throw it down out here. It's time for Monster Jam Freestyle, baby!
That's right. One more time. Adam Anderson, Gravedigger.
It is getting late early here with regards to the chase for that overall event championship. Now down to just 1 competition, which means only 8 points remain. Let's take a look up at the video board. Let's see how that last competition shook things up just a little bit. Of course, Adam Anderson is going to add 8 points. We know that on the strength of the big win, and strength indeed. You can see he's really opened up his lead now. 22 points. He is ahead of Megalodon, who's got 16. Zombie has 14. El Toro Loco, Soldier Fortune, Thunder Roarus, all tied with 13 apiece. And Monster Mutt there in 7th place with 8 points. So it looks like Gravedigger may have just stamped his victory. Still a little bit to be decided here with regards to that freestyle winner. So keep those phones out. Get ready at judgeszone.com as we close out the weekend as only Monster Jam can with a freestyle competition. Monster Jam fans, here's another check-in from Stadium Championship Series East at Atlanta Motor Speedway. And this is live up to the 2nd. This is Bryce Kenny, last night's freestyle winner in the Great Clips Mohawk Warrior, competing there in the Skills Challenge. And you can see his run has come to an end. The scoring code is up for all the folks there in Atlanta. Looked like he was going for his version of the maximum moonwalk as he pulls back to the pit area. Bryce Kenny looking to win his second competition on the weekend. And there you can see why Atlanta Motor Speedway is so unique, driving off on the asphalt to the pit area, and the score is in. It's a good score, 7.345, but it is not enough to take over that top spot for Bryce Kenny. Looks like coming up next is the local product out of Hiram, Georgia, competing as close to his hometown as he's going to get, and that's John Gordon in bad company. But would you look at that score to beat, 9.197 from Tristan England. I have a feeling Tristan England's been here in Des Moines, Iowa, and you know how talented he is on two wheels. So let's see what John Gordon can bring to the table here. That is a very, very tough score. He gets that stoppie. Can he save it? He cannot. John Gordon winding up on his side. So that score to beat looks like it's pretty safe, at least for now, with Tristan England and JCB Digatron.
All right, Des Moines, Iowa, it is time for the 4th competition of this afternoon. I need everyone in Wells Fargo Arena to help me get this thing started. So take out your cell phones right now, turn on those flashlights, and follow my lead to the beat. Go up, down, up, down, up, down. That's right, stay with the beat. That's right, Des Moines, Iowa. It's time for the 4th and final competition, the pinnacle of the event. This is Monster Jam Freestyle. Give it up for Chris Kohler, Monster Mutt. And right now is the time for you to be able to score at judgeszone.com. This is your very first opportunity during Monster Jam Freestyle. So make sure, just like you did in the Sky Wheelie competition and in skills, you have that phone ready at judgeszone.com to get that score in.
Chris Kohler opening things up in a big way here in the freestyle competition, and it's so tough when you got to come out here and you got to set the bar for the other Monster Jam superstars and for the fans here in the stands. So let's see what you came up with over at judgeszone.com. 6.416, and once again, of course, that is your score to beat. Five-time World Finals champion, Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. Hang on just a second. 60 seconds to be accurate. 1 minute left on the clock. If Adam Anderson and Gravedigger can refire, you see he's still strapped in to his seat, which is always a good sign. Looks like one of our USHRA tech officials out there taking a look at the side of that Monster Jam truck. And as long as everything comes back with a clean bill of health, he should be able to refire and continue this run. 75-second freestyles here, a little bit of a sprint to the finish line. Once you hit that first jump and the clock starts, then you really have to keep that momentum going, keep that energy high, and that's what Adam Anderson is dealing with right now, strapped in to that Monster Jam truck. Ladies and gentlemen, I've got some bad news. Looks like the truck has given out. He will not be able to continue. Not the way he wants to close it out. Let's hear it for Gravedigger and Adam Anderson.
Yes, Monster Jam fans, make sure you go ahead and pump him up. I know he's a little devastated right now after having taken home 2 competition wins. He did at least 15 seconds of his run, so he does still qualify for that score at judgeszone.com. Make sure you go ahead and get that score in while you still have some time.
Not sure exactly what went wrong with that Monster Jam truck, but that is some tough luck right there for Adam Anderson. And like I said, like Unissa mentioned, it's not the way Adam likes to go out on a weekend. Let's see what you came up with at judgeszone.com. Still enough to be a new leader, 7.606. It remains to be seen whether or not that score will hold up with 5 more competitors still to come. But maybe the fans here in Des Moines rewarding Adam Anderson for what has been an unbelievable afternoon up to that point. Good job. Take another look up at the video board. Only 2 trucks in, 5 more to go. Gravedigger right now in your top spot. That pushes Monster Mutt down 1 into 2nd place. But like I said, we still have plenty more competitors still to come. If we can get a look at the criteria here, and this is some of the stuff that you want to keep in mind at judgeszone.com. And like I mentioned before, for the fans watching at home on YouTube Live, we love the participation, but the scores only count from right here in Des Moines. A driver must complete at least 15 seconds to qualify for a score, and that's important because that's exactly what Adam Anderson did behind the wheel of Gravedigger. He started with 75, and the run ended exactly at 60 seconds, 1 minute. But then you're looking for using all the obstacles around the pod, balance, control, momentum, flow, creativity, that little something extra. You're always looking for that wow factor at Monster Jam, but especially here in Monster Jam Freestyle. Good look right there at Adam Anderson climbing out of Gravedigger. And you know what? That man right there, one of the best to ever do it. Let's get a nice round of applause for him leaving it all out on the track, Des Moines. We're going to get back into the action with Joe Foley, El Toro Loco.
Monster Jam fans, give it up for Joe Foley, El Toro Loco. As you can see, he was having some trouble out here on the track. He did complete at least 15 seconds of his run, so make sure you go ahead and score at judgeszone.com. But just so you know, earlier when we saw him hit that ground after that sky wheelie and he rolled over, he did break his steering line. They tried to get him up and ready to be able to come back out, but unfortunately wasn't able to complete the full freestyle run. Still qualifies for that score, though, at judgeszone.com.
Nobody knows the trucks better than the people behind the wheel, and especially if you're like Joe Foley, you work on that Monster Jam truck in between events and sometimes in between competitions. You can see there he landed hard, something he didn't like. He felt behind the wheel, and while he was in the seat, and all he could do is pull back to his pit stall, and there you see the score, 5.255 for El Toro Loco. Coming up next, it's Corey Rummel, Megalodon.
Monster Jam fans, give it up for Corey Rummel in Megalodon. As you can see, really throwing around these 12,000-pound Monster Jam trucks can cause a lot of wear and tear. He really wanted to come out here and throw down a good freestyle for you. He completed his entire freestyle run, so that does mean he qualifies for that score at judgeszone.com.
It was the kind of run we all needed after those last two ended a little bit early. Corey Rummel, a couple wow moments there, a lot of momentum, good fluid run, good throttle rhythm along the way as well. Question is, will it be enough to give him the top spot? Let's find out your scores from judgeszone.com. Yes, indeed, 8.062. Corey Rummel takes over first place here in Monster Jam Freestyle.
Monster Jam fans, I am hanging out in the stands once again, and I love getting to meet all these awesome fans. To my right, this is Coy. To my left, this is Teak, and this is also Avery. We have something special coming up right now. It's our head-to-head showdown, where these two are going to have to try to guess as many states as they possibly can in 15 seconds. Up on the video board, as you can see, you have a 15-second timer, and I want to see just how many you all can do. Are you ready, Coy? Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right, Teak, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
All right, come close together. I want to make sure you go ahead and get all these right. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, go.
Alabama, Arkansas, Alaska, Connecticut, Vermont, New Hampshire, Indiana, Iowa, Florida, California, Arizona, Oregon, Washington, Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota, Nevada, North Carolina, South Carolina.
Time 19. Oh boy, I'm stressed. I forgot all the states just listening to you guys. That was stressful, but in just a moment we have another driver, Chris Kohler in Monster Mud, who did the same challenge. So let's see if you managed to beat Chris Kohler at naming as many states as you possibly could. Let's take a look.
Arkansas, Arizona, Michigan, Colorado, California, Florida, Texas, Maine, Idaho, Washington, Oregon, Ohio, Indiana, Illinois.
All right, so it looks like you did manage to beat Chris Kohler. Congratulations to Coy and Teak. Now, on behalf of Monster Jam and Texas Roadhouse, I want to give you something. I'm going to hand this to you, Coy. This is a gift card for you two to go ahead and get dinner at Texas Roadhouse. Make sure you share with your brother. It's a $50 gift card on behalf of Monster Jam. Not only did you come out here and you showed all of us some love, you participated. So one more time, Des Moines, Iowa, make some noise again for Coy, Teak, and Avery.
We want to make sure as many people leave a winner here this afternoon as possible. There's your chance up on the video board yet again. Congratulations to those two, but everybody can scan that QR code. You will get a free, that's right, free appetizer the next time you head on over to Texas Roadhouse. That is courtesy of Texas Roadhouse and Monster Jam. Here comes two-time Guinness World Record holder Barry Moosauer, Zombie. the big time Morgan and Morgan backflip, and he's still going. Keep it going for Bari Musauer. An unbelievable freestyle run. And I would never ask you to stop applauding, but you've got to take a second at judgeszone.com for that man right there, leaving it all out on the track, absolutely sending it with a great run and the Morgan and Morgan backflip. But will it be enough? Your score to beat 8.062. The score for Zombie is Bari Musauer posts up a 9.784. First place with one truck left here in Monster Jam Freestyle. Final competitor here in freestyle, final competitor of the afternoon, final competitor in Des Moines, Iowa. It's Caleb Blood, Soldier Fortune. Hang on just a second. Clock is paused. 51 seconds left in the run for Kayla Blood. There you see she is still strapped in. Looks like she may be trying to communicate something over to one of our USHRA safety officials. She's got 51 seconds locked in on the clock. And then you see two of our safety officials run out on the track. She may have activated the rear kill switch on that Monster Jam truck. Sometimes when you land hard on that rear end, you might just accidentally shut the truck off, and then you need somebody to come out there and physically switch it back on. Let's see if that does the trick right there. Giving it another look. Kayla Blood, the intensity in her eyes. We'll see if she can refire here in just a moment. Des Moines, let's see if we can help her out. Let's make a little bit of noise. I know Kayla Blood wants to go out here in a big way. She's got about a minute left. Get a shot inside that Monster Jam truck, and it looks like things are illuminated. And there's her crew chief climbing right up into the cab, doing anything they can to get this truck refired so she can finish this run. She can try to win freestyle for the second time this weekend. You can see the conversation they're having there. And now the tech official on radio. Ladies and gentlemen, I've just been told that the run is over, unfortunately. Let's hear it one more time for Soldier Fortune. She did do enough to get a score at judgeszone.com. So lock in those scores right here, right now for Kayla Blood and Soldier Fortune. That freestyle end just kind of came to a quiet end. Maybe it was right there. Maybe some damage to the Monster Jam truck. Didn't look like anything from up here. That is a nice ovation for Caleb Blood right there, though. Turn our attention to your scores at judgeszone.com. Let's see what you came up with for Soldier Fortune. That is not going to be enough, and that means your freestyle winner is Bari Musauer Zombie. Did he do enough to get himself close enough for the overall event championship? He adds 8 points to his total. All the points have been totaled up, 27 in all. Your overall event champion is... it's Gravedigger Adam Anderson.
Woo! Congratulations to Adam Anderson, taking home multiple competition wins and another overall event championship in his career.
You know what? It's great, man. But it's not the way that any of us wanted to finish out tonight's Monster Jam. And we actually just found out. I thought the dipstick was missing out of the truck, and that's what the tech official said. And I was yelling at the crew on the mic. I said, "Go get another one." Then that's not the case, man. The engine actually blew up in Gravedigger, and so we lost it. I hate to do that because we thrive, we drive to win that freestyle, baby. We come out here, we did get that overall event win. But Des Moines, man, we thank you guys for coming out here year after year. Gravedigger's 40 plus years now. We got second, third generation fans, and there's a reason you keep coming back. And we keep coming back because of you. We love you guys. Till next time.
That's right. And we cannot miss our freestyle champion, Bari Musauer in Zombie, hanging out with Megalodon right now near his crew chief. Now, Bari, I just want to say, he's not listening to me. Bari is now listening to me. Bari took home freestyle. You came out here and you threw it down on that backflip. But for those who have never seen that 8-pack, what's the biggest difference for you from that in comparison to the typical trench box that we use?
It's all about throttle rhythm. It's all about timing. But did you guys have a good time here at Monster Jam?
That's right. Bari, you threw it down. Congratulations on another freestyle win. Adam also threw it down. Congratulations to him again for taking home that overall event championship. Monster Jam fans, what a wild ride this afternoon.
Des Moines, it has been an absolute pleasure to be back here at the Wells Fargo Arena. Like Unissa said, congratulations to all of our winners, including the overall event champion, Adam Anderson, gets to leave here with 2 trophies on the weekend. And I know he's not satisfied unless he gets 3, but hey, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. For Unissa Cruz, I'm John Sapanaro on behalf of Feld Entertainment. We hope you had a great time. Everybody watching live on YouTube, everybody here in Des Moines, we'll see you at the next Monster Jam.
The keys in the ignition, so drivers fire your engines. It's a battle to the end. Never give up, never give in. It's grit and guts, dirt and dust. Get out your seat and put your hands up. That's right, we got the green light. It's a party in the pit tonight. That's right, let's go. This is how we roll on tires that are larger than life. Doesn't matter where you're from, it's running through your blood. Time to get loud, everybody buckle up. You waited, now you made it to the greatest show on dirt. It's the Monster Jam. It's wheelies and backflips, donuts and burnouts and walk-ins, full throttle, head to head. You be the judge of which truck's gonna win. That's right, we got the green light. It's a party in the pit tonight. That's right, let's go. This is how we roll on tires that are larger than life. Doesn't matter where you're from, it's running through your blood. Time to get loud, everybody buckle up. You waited, now you made it to the greatest show on dirt. It's the Monster Jam. Jam. monster, monster. Yeah, when I say monster, you say jam, monster, monster. That's right, we got the green light. It's a party in the pit tonight. Let's go, this is how we roll on tires that are larger than life. It doesn't matter where you're from, it's running through your blood. Time to get loud, everybody buckle up. You waited, now you made it to the greatest show on dirt. It's the monster. Jam, jam, jam.